all who come to this happy place, welcome. Disneyland is your land. Here age relives fond memories of the past. And here you may savor the challenge and promise of the future. Disneyland is dedicated to the ideals, the dreams, and the hard facts that have created America, with the hope that will be a source of joy and inspiration to all the world. Thank you. See today are simply a starting point. Our first overall thinking about Disney World. Everything in this room may change time and time again as we move ahead. But the basic philosophy of what we're planning for Disney World is going to remain very much as it is right now.
You stop following me? Who are you?
The question is, who are you?
I thought I knew. Now I'm not so sure. I think you're a little confused.
Wrong. I'm not the one who's confused. You don't even know who you are.
Oh, and I suppose you know.
Sure do. You're Mufasa's boy. Bye.
Hey, wait! That's not my father. It's just my reflection.
No. Look harder. You see, he lives in you.
Father?
You are more than what you have become. You must take your place in the circle of life.
How can I go back? I'm not who I used to be.
Remember who you are. You are my son. Remember who you are.
No! Please! Don't leave me!
Remember.
Father!
Remember.
Don't leave me.
Remember.
Looks like the winds are changing.
Change is good.
Yeah, but it's not easy. I know what I have to do, but going back means I'll have to face my past. I've been running from it for so long. Ow! Jeez, what was that for?
It doesn't matter. It's in the past.
Yeah, but it still hurts.
Oh, yes, the past can hurt. But the way I see it, you can either run from it or learn from it. Ah! You see? So what are you going to do?
First, I'm gonna take your stick.
No, not a stick! Hey! Where are you going?
I'm going back!
Good! Go on! Get out of here! The king has returned.
What is good, Maine Mafia? What is up, everybody out there on the internet? Man, oh man, it's good to be back. Hi, everybody. Hello. Oh, wait, I'm in top chat. Let me switch it up. Let me switch it up so I can see all of your chats. Hello, everybody. We got lag? We got lag going on here? Hi, Lisa, over there on Facebook, and Angie. Lots of people hanging out on Facebook today. Everybody streaming across the interwebs. Paul, Karen, UK. I love you guys. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here. Phone Rebel, what's up? Jenny, Johnny Jam, Bill, Kim. Hi, everybody. Hello, hello. Wait, what? What about First We Feast Chicken? You guys are typing fast. I can't read. All right, hello, everybody. We will get into the announcement in just one moment. It is a very big announcement, and I'm very excited to bring this announcement to you guys. But first of all, I just want to see you guys. I want to talk to you. I want to see your face and see how you guys are doing, what you're up to, how you're hanging in there. It is Wednesday currently at 5:20 p.m. We are awaiting the governor, actually, to, this isn't exactly the announcement, but we might hop into this in just a little bit. The governor is going to announce, the Florida governor at least, is going to announce kind of some, I don't know how you would say, I'm not a politician here, but kind of guidelines for the reopening, possibly, of, you know, some small businesses, maybe some restaurants, and possibly even Walt Disney World in the near, semi-near future. I miss you too, Lisa. I knew what the announcement was. Oh, does people know what the announcement is? Okay, all right. So let's just get into the announcement. If you know, yeah, we're talking about phase slow opening operations. Yes, phase one. Okay, so if you know, if you follow me on Facebook, for those of you who are watching on Facebook, you may have already seen the announcement. I posted it a little bit early today, before the stream. But I wanted to just kind of, number one, say hi. Number two, there's a very, very big project on the horizon. Now, I know I've been missing from YouTube for just a little bit, just a few days here, or maybe a couple weeks. I've been working on something. And what I'm about to share with you is possibly the biggest project that has ever been done, at least particularly on this channel, and certainly one of the most challenging that I've ever attempted, one of the most ambitious projects that we've ever done. And the beauty of this thing, and I'll just come out and announce it, folks, for the last 2 weeks and the last really that I've been working on for a long while, probably the last month here, is a very large project that involves the Disney community. Now, there's so many, oh, Discord be popping off, yo. I'm good, Elliot. Thank you for asking. Jennifer says, I'm excited. I know what it is. All right, yes. So, a lot of you have been asking for the marathon streams. The good news is that there will be a marathon stream, and it is going to be this weekend. For those of you who remember the 7-day live stream, we did a seven days just streaming straight, which was awesome. Hi, Mike, over there on Facebook, shouting out Susan. Hi, Susan, as well, and celebrate Kylie and Dominic. All right, so yes, guys, we will be doing a stream. Now, will it be a 7-day stream? It won't be as long as the last one. However, it will be at least 5 days long. Now, this is a marathon live stream. A lot of you guys have been asking for it. But I thought, you know what? Instead of just making this about me, I thought of different ways that we could bring just kind of a different spin on it. And what I want to do is really just involve the Disney community. You know, I think I'm notorious for not necessarily doing the most collaborations. I mean, I do collaborations with people, but when I do collaborations, I do it big. Which is why I'm very happy to announce that this weekend, starting on Friday, will be something that will be a collaboration of over 45 Disney creators, cast members, first responders. Guys, you know where I'm going with this. I'm calling it the Disney, not the Disney Project, the Community Project. At first it was going to be the Disney Community Project, but then I thought, you know what? Let's just call this thing the Community Project. And when I show you exactly what it's going to be, and I think there's only one way to properly actually introduce this. Let's go ahead and hop right into it right now. Hello, everybody. Hello, yes. So that is a lot of people involved in the community project, 45 of your favorite YouTubers and celebrities, and we're gonna jump right into it. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the community project. Oh, hi, how's it going there? Are we lagging at all, guys? Are we freezing? Because I don't like it to freeze. So let me just minimize chat for just a second here. But let me know, are we lagging at all right now? Or are we good? Let me know, thumbs up emojis if we good. If you guys can see, it's better now. Okay, cool. All right, folks. So, amazing announcement is right here above me, behind my face. It is the community project. Now, this is a project, again, of over 45 plus creators, some of which might even be in chat right now. You know, I really, really handpicked the best and the most giving and the most kind Disney creators. Invites were really spread out between almost every Disney creator that you know. And I mean, truly, this was an opportunity that I wanted to do because I know one thing that I learned from the 7-day live stream is that you guys really, there's a lot of people that are going through a hard time right now. And you know what? It's a tough time. I think getting back to a sense of normalcy for anybody, this is not a normal time. We are experiencing something right now which is unprecedented. It's something that we've never seen before. And so while the parks are closed, and we're all kind of missing the parks, I wanted to put together something, and for those of you who were around last year for something called Magic Streamdom, you might know kind of the format of how this sort of thing goes. While this isn't necessarily Magic Streamdom, which is my favorite project to work on, this is something that is going to be strictly for the Disney community. The people who, you know, I feel like, look, chat, I feel like you guys watch our videos. Of course you do, right? Like, you might not be able to make it here, you might not be here, you watch the videos, and you know, you enjoy our content. You give us so much throughout the year and throughout whenever I get a chance to see you in the parks. Guys, it's killing me right now to not be able to see everybody in the parks. You know, so I thought, look, it's time that we come together. We come together as a community. We come together as a whole. I love this community. I think that there's a lot of beauty and a lot of joy that this community gives to people. And how amazing is it that we found something that we can agree on, which is like, guys, we miss the parks. We want to go back. But while they're closed for just maybe a little bit longer, we're going to provide you with a sense of happiness, a sense of normal, and all of the top creators, really Disney creators, are coming together for a great cause, which is providing you with some sort of entertainment, some sort of just normalcy, getting back to normal. So we're calling it the Community Project, and I'm very, very excited to announce that to you today. Now, let me announce some of the people who are going to be on it, which I'm so super stoked. DLRP fans! All right, that was an announcement, but they are in it. All right, so let me go ahead and announce a few people that are already taking part in it. So let me just open this up. I don't know why we're lagging so hardcore right now. Maybe I gotta. I don't know. Streamer, by the way. I'm a noob. Okay, let me just make sure my chat's going. Yo, F's in the chat if you are if everything is good and it's not lagging or anything whack. F's in the chat, my friends. And then I'll announce a little bit of who is involved. And guys, you are not going to believe who is involved. And this has been a project I've been working on for a long time. Hey, F's in the chat. DPC Dad, what's up? Filtered Attraction, hello. All right, everybody. Okay, so Squealo, F's in the chat. Cinderelli, F's in the chat. Craig Robotics, Chelsea, Tangled in Magic. Oh my goodness. Grandma, hey, Grandma. I love it. Okay, I haven't lagged at all. Great. I thought, it's like slow on my side, but, then again, sometimes my computer is with the whackness. All right, so, folks, here we go. This is possibly the largest project I have ever been involved in. And I'm going to tell you this just right now, right off the rip. Here is the lineup for who is involved. Now, bear with me here, because Windows. But all right, so we got Alton Fitzgerald White, which, if you don't know, is like the absolute king of Broadway. And I won't go through these all in depth because you guys probably already know who these amazing stars are, but you can already see some of the stars popping out at you. Alton Fitzgerald White is an incredible person. We're going to get a chance to, the way this is going to work is it's going to be no matter what time of day you tune in, unless I'm like sleeping, because let's be honest, I got to sleep and like shower in 5 days. That would be gross. There's going to be somebody on. No matter what time you tune in, there's going to be somebody who I'm talking to, interviewing. We have some musical guests planned. We're going to talk to first responders. We're going to talk to people, even like nurses who are directly involved in the COVID response team. We're going to be talking to so many people, fire stations. I mean, there's going to be an entire, we're going to talk to one of the top representatives for a large grocery chain around here, which is Publix. We're going to see how they've been handling it. There's going to be so much to this community. The idea behind this is let's embrace the community that we're in. And it's not just about the Disney community. It's about our local community and how we can make that better. So here's how it's going to go. And I know that's a lot, all right? But, here's everybody who's going to be involved in it. Stacy, must do Stacy. We got, oh my God, I'm so nervous to interview Stacy. It's ridiculous. Yeehaw Bob Jackson. Of course, everybody knows Yeehaw Bob. Everybody knows Stacy and Alton. Sergio, the Italian juggler, used to have a show over at Epcot. Mark Daniel, of course, the illustrious Mark Daniel. We've done streams with Mark before. Very, very talented guy and such a high resume. He does the Disney Parks live shows. Josh Sussman, he is a star on Disney Channel. He used to star in shows like Wizards of Waverly Place. He played Hugh Morris. He also starred in Glee. Very, very, very talented guy. And we become friends fairly recently. And he's just the absolute best. I love that guy. Piano Rob plays over at Jelly Rolls. He's a pianist. British Revolution was the cover band for the Beatles over in the UK at Epcot. And Mylan Stutter, Mouseketeer, musician. Let me go over some of your favorite people that are going to be involved, like Orlando Sentinel, Publix, of course, first responders, Cindy Simmons. You can kind of see a lot of the people. Provost Park Pass, Disney List, Michael Does Disney, Super Enthused, Andy Bond, Touring the Galaxy is here. I mean, guys, that crazy Disney lady. The list goes on and on as far as, and there's even more people who are involved in it than just what you're seeing right now, because there's only so much that can fit on the flyer. So there it is, guys. I hope that you are going to enjoy this. it is going to be something that is very, very special, and it's near and dear to my heart. And it is kind of just a passion project that I've been working on for a while. So I'm very excited. Theme Park Review is on. Yes, Dream Along with Taryn, Grim Life Collective, JoJo's World, Earsome Emporium, Beautiful Tomorrow TV. This Life of Ours, DLRP fans. I don't want to miss anybody or leave anybody out. But I promise you that everybody involved is just in it for the right reasons, and we just decided, like, look, it's time to bring the community together. So, guys, this is going to be absolutely crazy. It all starts this weekend on Friday. And Friday at 4 p.m. A lot of it will be me, so it's kind of what you're used to with the 7-day live stream. You'll tune in, you'll see kind of what I'm up to and whatnot, but this is going to be pushing the boundaries and the limits for even what's possible or what's ever been done before on a live stream. I've never interviewed this many people before, and certainly in a row, so this is going to be a very, very fun and entertaining time, and I'm so proud of everybody who's a part of it. The Disney community coming together to do something really positive and really amazing. Promise Hope is in it as well. I don't know if Promise is in the chat, but guys, yeah, so the full list will be in the description on Friday, but also the full list is already on Facebook. So if you want to see the full list of people, head over to my Facebook. It's just facebook.com/spokesman. I put a full post on there, and you can see everybody who is involved. So yeah, guys, that is the announcement. The community project, it starts this Friday, and if you're looking for something to do and you're like, man, we missed those marathon streams, not only will it be a marathon stream of just me, which a lot of times it will be, but the community project is about bringing all of these people together. So just about every hour or so, there's going to be an interview, maybe every 2 hours, but either way, there's going to be an interview pretty much every time you tune in, and I'm so excited, and I have to tell these people how big of a fan I am. I'm probably going to fanboy out. I'm not going to lie. So there you go, guys. Another one in the books. The community project is what it's called, and I am very, very excited to bring it to you. Yeah. Okay. Let's see what y'all talking about. Krusty, you are the best. John the Barber, it starts on Friday at 4 p.m. Chelsea, I'm happy to see you in here. So happy to have you. Travis and Steven, it's great to see you again. My friends, I love you guys. Thank you for being here. So I thought that we would, probably hop into this governor. Not like, again, I'm not a politician. I don't know anything about politics. However, I'm thinking that we hop into this like little governor thing to see what's going on. What do you think? Should we watch that stream together? Yeah, maybe we should, because some of you guys are asking about that in chat. So let's see. Let's pop in here and see what's going on.
If I get some guidelines that make sense and I see other states have done it and it's been okay, then we'll obviously reevaluate that. And I would say the same with some of the personal services like the hairdressers. A lot of these folks are small business folks. They have been able to sell a lot of their products on curbside, but this was something that was not considered essential business or activity to have the face-to-face close contact. I think there may be ways, we've gotten ideas about how you can do it to make it low risk. I'm going to look to see what happens in other states, but for now, phase 1 is not going to include that. Phase 1 in terms of our vulnerable populations, and we've been messaging this really since early March. If you're 65 and up, if you have a significant underlying condition, you need to avoid crowds, avoid close contact with people outside your.
Ross, thank you for the super chat. I have not tried the berries yet, which we're going to try hopefully this stream. But shout out to CDA Gamer who beat COVID. That is amazing. CDA Gamer, congratulations if you're here.
In Florida are 65 and over. So the risk is greater in these groups, and we advise them to continue to urge caution in how they interact. There's a lot of social distancing that's going to be going on. Restaurant, retail store, obviously the essential businesses we've been having have been doing social distancing. I would tell people the most important social distance we can do is distancing the vulnerable population from those who are not. Because if you're not vulnerable, you may be a carrier of this and not have symptoms or not know it, and you have a risk to pass it along. So if we can do that, we're going to see a lot of progress be made as we go forward. We're going to continue with the CDC guidelines about physical distancing when in public, social groups at 10 or fewer. We're going to continue doing that. And we're recommending face masks if you're in face-to-face interactions with people, particularly in the workplace, and if you can't adequately social distance. So this is not, we're not going to fine people if they don't do it. And I think sometimes if you're going by yourself for a jog, you probably don't need the face mask. If you're in a face-to-face business, that to me has got to be a business practice. And then if you're in situations just in the public where you may not be able to keep that distance, then this is a good thing to be able to do.
This is so strange.
Florida's next steps. We are going to be data-driven. We're going to focus on the facts. The things that we're going to look at to go to phase 2 are going to be the things that brought us to do mitigation in the first place, primarily hospital capacity and hospital resources. If we start seeing cases where more and more people are going into the hospital and we think that it might be a surge that they can't handle, that is going to be something that we are going to look at, and that is going to be something that we're obviously going to have to take into account. As long as there's continued availability, as long as we're not seeing a flood of people into the hospital, that obviously is going to be good progress. We are also going to continue to look at the rate of positivity for our tests. What's going to happen is you saw all the expanded capacity that we're going to have. We think we'll be able to do 30 to 40,000 tests a day. I don't know if the demand's there for that, but we think we'll have the capacity to do that on day one when we get into next week. What'll happen if you do 40,000 tests, you probably are going to find people who are asymptomatic and who are positive, who aren't going to need to be hospitalized, certainly are not at risk for fatality, but you're going to find those folks. So you may see the total number of cases go up. You may see out of 40,000, you may see 2,000. We've never had 2,000 new Florida cases. You may see that. People will probably write that cases are, quote, spiking. That's not a good way to look at it. I mean, these are cases that are there. We're identifying it with aggressive testing. The rate would still be 5% if you were doing it, if you were looking at that. So we're looking at the positivity rate more so than just the raw number of cases, because the raw number of cases does have a relationship to how much you're testing. I mean, we had 530 new cases yesterday, but we only had 8,000 or 9,000 test results, whereas we've had other days where we had 800 new cases, but we had like 15,000 test results. And so looking at it that way is something that is going to be very, very important. And so those are going to be the type of metrics that we're looking at. We're also going to be looking at some of the syndromatic symptoms in terms of if you see certain things with hospitalizations, people going to the ER visit for things like cough or fever. That's something that we're going to be looking at for sure. So we're going to be safe, smart, and we're going to do this step by step. We are trying to build a foundation for the future of the state of Florida. We did not ask to be put into this situation. This was thrust upon us largely because of the malfeasance of the Chinese Communist Party. We are where we are.
So I'm trying to not talk too much because I think we want to hear from the governor, but it's just it's totally this is sometimes I feel like it's the Twilight Zone that we're hearing, but I gotta say, I mean, he's handling it very well. So let's hear some more.
The second Mason said, "Sir, I'm making a wall." Well, he finally got around to asking the third Mason, and the third Mason was very excited and proud to proclaim, "I am creating a cathedral." The cathedral that we are building today is a state that is healthy, safe, prosperous, and free. We can do it. God bless you all. Thank you very much.
Okay, he's taking questions right now. Let's hope somebody asks about Walt Disney World. JK, LOL. We kind of know about Disney.
More restaurants, maybe bars, hairdressers. Even you look like you're needing a haircut.
Oh, I need it worse than anything. I haven't had a haircut since February. And so, it's really interesting how some of these talking heads on TV, particularly the ones that don't want anyone to go back to work, how come they always look so clean shaven? They always look so nice and kempt. How does that possibly happen if they're not allowed to get a haircut? Gee, I wonder what they're doing. So there's not going to be a firm time. I thought about doing it that way. But we look at the data on an hourly basis, on a daily basis. My hope would be each phase we're thinking about weeks. We're not thinking about months. If we're making progress, we need to continue to put people back to work in a safe, smart, and step-by-step way, but it's going to be data-driven. We also have, because we have 50 states, laboratories of democracy, we're going to be able to look to see. There's some states that have done it a little different than we have. There's some states.
Look, if you need a haircut, give me F's in chat right now, because I need a haircut. You know what?
Not normal where we were, but to start us on the road to a brighter day. And I think that that's the right approach. There's some other folks that were way more aggressive. There's some other states that probably aren't going to do anything for another 2 months. I'm not sure that that's going to work out well, but I think that's what they're going to do. So we're going to be doing it every day, every hour, watching this, talking with folks. I really like the trends, particularly outside of Southeast Florida. But if you look at Southeast Florida, you are seeing downward movement, and it's not going to probably happen as quickly for them as it did for Orange or Hillsborough or some of these others, but I do think it's going to happen. I think they've worked really hard. We've worked great together with them, and we're going to continue to do that.
Governor,
I'm really enjoying this right now.
It's almost like you're choking up a little bit when you talk about how MAYNE hasn't been held by her grandparents. Have you had private moments through this where you have shed tears over
They're all.
what's going on in our state?
Some of them are wearing masks.
Brennan, it's been very difficult for a lot of people, including me. The stuff we look at who gets infected. That stinks to get infected with this thing. Now, most people, the vast majority have recovered, not even close, which is a good thing. Someone ends up in the hospital. That's not good. I know some people that had serious hospital stays, fortunately pulled through. And of course, we have people who don't make it, which is very, very sad.
Gamer.
I think we were consumed with that for so much of this. But I think probably, since she was born and just in the last couple weeks, it's occurred to me, none of my family has seen her. She's not been held by a single person in any of our families. My wife and kids, they have not left the house since February except to give birth. We've not just gone to a park as a family. We've not just gone and had lunch somewhere as a family. And so the little things that I think have changed has really had an impression on me. I think about kids not being able to compete in sports. I think about the things that families used to do and take for granted. Those are moments that you just can't get back. And that's one of the reasons why I'm convinced that we can take this step. We'll be smart, we'll be safe, we'll do it step by step, but we should have hope. We're very resourceful, we're very innovative, we can get this done. It's not going to happen overnight. If there was some magic thing I could flip the switch and say everything's fine, I would do it, trust me. It just doesn't work that way. But
all right, so I think we've kind of seen enough of it. So I mean, it's kind of what we thought, that essentially, I mean, I don't know if I really have that many details on a phase 1 opening, but
that as our roadmap. Now, I departed from that on the movie theaters. We're not going to do movie theaters. They said you could do it. Our elective surgeries is a little more aggressive than what they had. They only wanted outpatient, but because we have so much hospital space, we believe that they can do inpatient and still accommodate any patients that would come in for COVID-19. So we'll do the same thing. I think, I'd have to look at it, but I think it's You would do more, maybe you do some limited seating in bars, but not have people kind of freelance together. You would do some social distancing in some of the larger venues. I would like to get to a point, I'm not saying we're going to get it in May. I've helped recruit, I wanted the wrestling to be filmed in Orlando. I'd like them to do WrestleMania. They were going to do WrestleMania in April. That was hundreds of millions of dollars. I want to keep that good relationship. I want them to invest in Florida. We got UFC to come to Jacksonville. Again, there's not going to be any fans, but I think those are going to be a good event for people. I work with Phil Mickelson on making sure they have what they need for that Tiger Woods match. So there's going to be a lot of good stuff going on, but I don't think we're probably ready to have fans. But I do think if the trends are good, I think as you get into June, July, I think there is a window to have some fans. You're not going to have everyone packed in, but man, in 90-degree weather in the state of Florida, if you're out there and someone's 10 feet away from you and you want to watch a ball game or something, you may be able to do that. So this is something that we're just going to have to do. We're going to be driven by the fact.
Wait. Okay, wait. Hold on. Did I just hear that correctly? I mean, look, that's not a guaranteed confirmed thing or whatever, right? But he's talking about ball games or UFC or whatever, wrestling and having crowds that are maybe at limited capacity, but he's talking about by July. That's very, very interesting. Let's see what he keeps saying.
Didn't have a lot of that open. We had a lot of people. I mean, they've had golf. They've been doing boating and stuff. And I'm not seeing any outbreaks tied to playing golf. I think it was the right decision to give people outlets and give them the ability to do some of those things. So we left them out. The rest applies statewide. Because of the numbers in all these other places, I'd find it hard that a local government could go against the advice of the best doctors in the state of Florida. When I'm sitting there at Cleveland Clinic, when I'm sitting there at Orlando Health, when I'm there at Tampa General, and all these renowned physicians are saying, we've passed the peak, we're ready for the next step. To have some local official do it, you're going against medical judgment, you're going against what would be good for the economy, you're going against freedom from your kids. So I don't think that's going to happen. So we just did it, and we'll see how it works, but I'm pretty confident that we'll be able to stick. Yes, sir.
If the positivity rate goes up in phase one, and
if the what goes up?
If the positivity rate goes up in phase one, if you have more cases, at what point do you begin to reassess the situation around the state? Do you say we're going to go back to a lockdown if the cases go up to maybe 15 or 20% again?
Well, look, so if they went up to 20%, that we've never had 20%, even when we were just...
Okay, so there's a lot of things we could talk about here, but let's kind of stick with the Disney bubble, right? What he's saying is that July may be possible, or this is just probably things he's just throwing out there. We just don't know. We have to kind of monitor this thing. Who am I, the governor? No, I'm not. So what I'm hearing the governor say is that he's thinking that live events could possibly take place in July at limited capacity. What I've also heard, and again, take it for what it will. These are just things that I've heard. Certainly with the task force today, they were talking about a possibility. Let me pull up the chat. Or what they're going to do is basically let these businesses open up and govern themselves, meaning that Disney will open when they feel that it's safest and best to open up. Now, I don't know if that's 100% fact. That is just the information that I have read today. Whether those articles are true or not, I hear, and maybe you guys can confirm it in chat, the task force is saying that that it is upon Disney's discretion whether they're going to open or not, or when they're going to open. We know they're going to open, we just don't know when, and so that's what we're hearing. So, is that what you guys are hearing? See, I mean, July is starting to seem more... I think it's very interesting that he said July there, because if it's July for most public events, you got to think most small businesses will be okay. Restaurants, things of that nature that can do limited capacity, that's a totally different ball game than Walt Disney World or an actual ball game. Let's just keep listening and see what he says.
State, and they were just
Hopefully
sitting there
somebody
singing for an hour.
mentions
But,
something
you know,
about
when you're
Disney.
doing that, and you don't have to sneeze or cough, you're putting out drop, and a bunch of them got infected. So those are the types of interactions that we
Nerders,
really
hello.
need to be concerned about. And so eventually we're going to do conventions and things again. How is that going to work? Because if you're in a business convention, you're around people and you're talking for hours and you're close, that definitely is higher risk. So you're going to have to think clearly about how you're doing this.
You put a couple bullet points on the screen of businesses that can be open, businesses that have to be closed. I imagine a lot of business owners are watching this right now saying, well, my business wasn't on that list. Am I supposed to be open or closed? There's a lot of gray area, and since you're not deferring...
No, there's no gray area. If you read, we're going to put the order out. So the order continues the essential business framework. So anyone who was under that framework is good to go. And then it allows responsible activity to include these new things like the retail, some of the other ones. So if you were good before, you're good there. Now, my original order did not actually close any businesses when we did that. What we did was we limited certain activities. So if you own a hair salon, I would not be able as a Floridian to go in and have close contact inside your salon, get the haircut, because we were trying to reduce those interactions. But you could sell all your product, have people do curbside, and a lot of people did that. And so that's kind of where we're at. So a lot of those businesses, retail, never actually had to close. They could do curbside. This then allows some foot traffic on a limited basis, which I think is a good thing. The personal services is something that we're looking at. I just want to make sure that we're doing it in a way that's safe.
Leeway do local governments have on?
Everyone just talks at once, like.
So what we did was we accepted Dade, Broward, and Palm Beach, and we're going to work constructively with them to get them where they need to go. And then we put, these are the state rules. We didn't specifically preempt local government, but like I told Troy, or actually, was it Troy? Who asked me that?
Hair salons or barbers, yeah.
I think it'd be really hard outside of Southeast Florida, and they're not included, but if they were, you may be able to make an argument in some of these places. You go to some of these places that have such low rates where all these main physicians are saying we need to go to phase 1, to say that these modest steps are somehow not acceptable, that's going against medical judgment, and I don't think that they're going to want to do that. So I'm confident that this will be a good roadmap. I want to get Southeast Florida on the board, and I want to be able to get them in a situation. They're close. And I'll tell you, the leadership, they've done great leadership. The administrators in Broward, Palm Beach, the mayors, Mayor Jimenez, we work very closely together. He's had a lot on his plate. I mean, he's effectively like a governor in many ways because they got almost 3 million people there. That's bigger than a lot of states in the plains. And so we're doing that. I think we're going to be able to get them there relatively soon, but that's going to be a collaborative process. And I think we're better when we do bottom up, when we work together. I think that's probably the best way. But Dade...
I'll be honest with you. I'm waiting for any mention of the Disney name.
Unbelievable. You look at all the business that was going into Broward. We had the Spirit Airlines, all these other great things. Of course, Palm Beach has a lot to offer as we're seeing huge amounts of wealth going down there. So we want to get them going. I think we have a good path to do it, but it's going to be on a little bit different timetable than the rest of the state. I'm going to go home and see my family, but God bless you guys. Thank you.
Oh, he's leaving. That was a quick, like, yo, mic drop. I'm out. Peace. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. I get it. Oh. Ow. My eardrums, they hurt. I thought that was left in the 90s, but apparently they brought over the same thing to the internet. Why does that beep exist still? I don't get it. Well, there you go. He just mic dropped, walked out that piece. I didn't hear anything about Disney necessarily. We did hear about some large crowd gatherings. He was talking July as far as time frames. We don't know too much. Phase 1 does not include any sort of haircuts or salons or anything like that. So we're going to have to rely on John the Barber, who may be in chat right now for all of our haircut needs. John, I hope you are out there and I hope you are watching, my friend. We need you now more than ever. Guys, thank you so much for watching, for being a part of this stream. I cannot wait until the community project. It is such a big thing that I've been working on, and possibly the biggest thing of my life. And the thing is that in such a crazy time, which I never thought that we would be in right now, but we are.
Can't wait till this is over and being able to meet up with you again.
Dude, me too. Q, me too. So it's kind of odd, right? But the whole point is that the community project is going to provide us with, you know what, if you don't got nothing to do this weekend, you don't got nothing to do from Friday to Wednesday or whatever, it's going to be a 5-day marathon stream. So 24 hours a day, 5 days a week, and so many different guests, over 45 different guests. We're going to talk from all sorts of things. We're going to entertain you. We're going to get a little bit real. But you know what? F's in the chat for the community project, guys. It's going to be this amazing distraction, if you will. And I got a few tricks up my sleeve. It's going to be really, really fun. So look, thank you guys so much. I appreciate you being here for the announcement, and I will see you all on Friday. I might pop in here maybe. I got a lot of work to do, so I'm going to pop in here and do it. So I love you guys. Thank you so much. F's in the chat. I love you guys, and I will see you very, very soon. Remember, Friday is when it all starts at 4 p.m. I love you guys. See you later.